So today I want to talk to you about your open heart keys, and these keys are going to give you access to all the techniques that I want to share with you on the open heart connection. You can use these keys as well whenever you need to get back into a state of balance and equilibrium. What I want to go through with you today is to talk you through how you prepare some keys so you've got them ready whenever you need them. And the way these keys work is that they peel away all the layers of you that react to the external environment, to what's going on outside of you, and they take you back to your kind of central core, which is one that's based on wisdom and balance and being able to see clearly. So they're actually quite handy, really. So what is a key? So a key is a memory or an object or a person or an animal that will elicit a feeling that is good, a good feeling. The only thing I would say is that good feeling needs to be purely good, unconditionally good, so it doesn't have anything that has any negative connotations. So let me give an example. A key could be your memory of watching a beautiful sunset and how you felt about that. Now that's fine, that's absolutely wonderful. However, if in that memory you were actually watching that sunset with somebody else who then went on to cause a problem in the relationship, what will happen is you'll remember the sunset, then all of a sudden your brain will make a connection and say, oh yeah, I was with so-and-so and they did this, and then you start to get negative connotations. Okay, so you really need to be very, very clear about the keys that you use. But really the keys are to elicit this good feeling, this kind of feeling of unconditional goodness. There's nothing negative mixed up with it at all. So they do take some searching out actually, but go with it and you'll find something. I wanted to give you a few examples of my keys, the keys that I use. These are just a couple. The first one is that I don't actually have children. Having a child can be a wonderful key, by the way. That feeling of pure joy and wonderment and rapture when you first hold your baby. So, if you're a parent, think about that. That could be a really good key for you. I don't have any children, so I can't use that, but I do love animals. And my current animal, one of my animals, is Tinkerbell, the pussycat. And we have moments when she's fast asleep and she will let me tickle her tummy. There is that feeling of that kind of that fluffiness and that softness, and she's trusting me as well. We're trusting each other because she can be vicious. We're trusting each other, and she's purring, and it's almost as if we slip into a capsule, and time disappears, and you can kind of get lost in this action of tickling tummy. It is that feeling of being in the capsule that is a key for me. So that works for me. The other thing is I love nature, and I particularly love water. I love being on boats, and I have a memory of a recent holiday where I was on a boat and I wasn't in a rush. I had all day and it was quiet, just the gulls going overhead, the sunlight was kind of dappling on the water, and there was just this feeling that I could be there forever, and that kind of memory is a really good key for me. It takes me back to being in that place, and my body responds to that, my brain responds to it, and I calm down. The other thing is reading. I love reading as well, and there are different types of readings. There are little kind of snatch bits of readings which are fine, but sometimes you think, this afternoon I'm not going to do anything, I'm not going to pressure myself to anything, I'm just going to give myself some time, I'm going to get lost in a good story. That is wonderful, and that ability to get lost in a good story, to be able to use your imagination and immerse yourself in something outside of yourself, it's just kind of that feeling. So that for me is also a very strong key. So those are a few examples. It could be just tuning out, putting some headphones on and filling your head with the most amazing music. That could be a key for you. You don't actually have to physically do it to make it a key. You can just remember doing it in the past, and that will then become a key for you. So get working. Really think about what your keys are. Just start with one, and probably the more you think, the more you'll get little items pop up. Or create keys in your future life. Go out and do something. You think, oh, this could be a key. Let me really anchor this in my memory and in my heart, and then I can use it in future. And write them down when you get them, so that you can actually whenever you need to, just go back to your little keys and you think, oh yes, and that will help you whenever you're in situations where you're perhaps out of balance or you're reacting to all sorts of things. I hope that's been helpful. Please do prepare them, especially if you plan to work on all the other techniques that we're going to be going through in the open heart connection. And if you want to, only if you want to, because some keys can be very, very private, please share your keys, because it may give others people ideas if they're a little bit stuck. So I hope you find that's useful, and I will see you very soon.